Damn, y'all feel that?
Yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. A message to all you pseudo spitters. The sound is cool, but the trend I see is the truth is missing. I feel the flow is stupid. You claim that the music's different. I guess it's all opinion, depending on who was listening.
What's the word, y'all? It's KTR underscore podcast, hashtag KTR. We are KTR. We are back and in the building for episode 95. Episode 95 of No Rose Podcast. Yes, that is right. We are here. We are back. And you know what time it is? It is that time of the year, the best part of the wrestling season, which is WrestleMania. WrestleMania is coming out this week, actually. So when you see this episode, it'll be WrestleMania week, or hopefully before WrestleMania comes up, if I remember to upload this to YouTube. But we are here. We're about to make predictions real quick, and that's what this episode is, a prediction episode of WrestleMania. So get your notepads ready, get your money ready, get your bets in, and make sure you pick the right opponents to win. I hope, since this is in Vegas, that they do have some gambling with these matches. It's kind of difficult because, matches are predetermined. If you know somebody in the back, you can just get the information from them and put stuff down, on paper and see what you want. But they also be like make changes last second, so you never know. But hear me out, Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
Caesars, MGM, all y'all, Boyd Gaming, all everybody,
Mm-hmm.
make y'all money off these wrestling fans and you put John Cena on a parlay. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Cause you're gonna get me to do it. I'm gonna fall for the bait. It's all right. I'm okay with it. I'm a gambling man. But yeah, go ahead and do that. Put them on the sports book. Make my day, make the weekend. And anyway, before we get into all that, I gotta check with my brother because I'm about to get lost in my gambling addiction. And that is my brother J-Bo himself. J-Bo, how you feeling today?
I mean, I can't really be upset. It's WrestleMania season. We're getting closer and closer to it by the day. Matches are finally being finalized out. People are already talking about predictions. There's a lot going on. So, dude, I'm in a good mood. I can't complain.
That is good. I'm glad to hear that. And before we get into this prediction episode, viewers, fans alike, wrestling community all around, y'all gotta do some one simple favor for us, and that is to. And before I do this tagline, I know some of the stuff is outdated. I have not worked on a new tagline yet, but we are here and I gotta get out the way. Follow us on all social media platforms: KTR underscore podcast, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. No Rose Podcast, Facebook, YouTube. No Rose Podcast on all podcast platforms: Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcast, Podbean, everything. And don't forget to get that merch at ProWrestlingTees.com/KTR podcast. Let's get in, let's go, let's get into the show. Look like I got all the list of the matches ready. I got the championship matches at the top, so we're gonna start from the bottom and move our way up. So the first match I have on this list right now is Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Who you got, and why is it Drew McIntyre?
I hate that you're correct. A lot of people think this match is actually kind of pointless, but it's actually not as pointless as we may think. If we remember correctly, at last year's WrestleMania, Damian Priest cashed in and became World Heavyweight Champion off of who? Drew McIntyre.
I forgot about it. Not gonna lie to you. It's definitely slipped my mind.
This match is low-key a year in the making, so there's actually some type of backstory to it. But Drew McIntyre obviously needs to win. Drew McIntyre has been slated as like a top main eventer who consistently is not given the opportunity to continue being a top main eventer. He was a former WWE champion during the COVID era. He was a great WWE champion during the COVID era, but he just hasn't been given that title back. Damian Priest, he'll be fine. But you're right. Drew McIntyre is who I'm going with.
Drew McIntyre all the way with that. And like I said, I do agree with the points that you made. Like, he is a very, very, very valuable member of this WWE roster. Like, he's on that upper echelon, the high tier of the wrestlers, pretty much. Everything about him is just on par and on key. And like I said, he should win this match.
Good.
But in the new era, the different direction that W's going with, with everybody and like how they try to give opportunities and chances. Don't be surprised if Damian Priest, gets the upset victory on this. So with that, if we had betting odds for this match, I would probably say Drew McIntyre is a favorite by 250. So you got that minus 250. And we would have Damian Priest as an underdog at plus 180. Yeah, I'm putting betting odds since it's Vegas.
You're wild, but okay.
Moving on, we have the
Ooh.
The Battle of the Luchadors.
Oh yes.
El Grande Americano.
Boy, that bomb Starbucks drink, let me tell you.
Versus Rey Mysterio. So who wins between Chad Gable and Rey Mysterio?
Right. Unfortunately, this is the one match out of the entire night where I really don't know, because it truly depends on where they want to go with this. If they really want to give, like, Gable some attention, then they'll have Grande Americano win, and then he can just run with it. If they don't, then he'll lose, and then we can put focus on Chad Gable again. But if I had to bet, I am betting on Chad Gable. He's the only one who can truly benefit from this match. It's not a WrestleMania match, but it's still going to be a great one regardless. So Chad Gable.
I feel, because the thing about Chad Gable, he is an artist within that ring. He's one of probably the best technical wrestlers that we have currently on the roster. And with that, I will go with him. But at the same time, if this was a betting odds thing, Rey Mysterio would be the favorite because of his resume, because of his legacy and everything, and just him in the ring with all the multiple champions and just his name in general. But it's not that big of a margin. So with this, I'm saying Rey Mysterio is probably at like a 125 favorite, and Chad Gable is like 105 underdog. That's it. It's right there. They equal wrestling wise right now. But you have to make Rey Mysterio the favorite just because it's Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, we have the Intercontinental Championship match. This Then this pissed me off because Rey Mysterio probably has one of the most lucrative contracts in WWE right now to grant his seed all these consistent matches in WrestleManias back to back to back to back.
Absolutely.
This man that got a tag team title match in WrestleMania. He had a one-on-one match with the best luchador in wrestling history, and now he's in a title match that he literally might just win. Is this gonna piss me off?
It's not that he might.
He is. That's the thing about it.
It is. Come on, man. We're looking.
Oh my God.
To be fair, everyone actually has a good opportunity to win. Braun Breaker, I mean, he's doing terrific as Intercontinental Champion. That makes sense. Penta, he's been doing terrific since his debut. He would make sense. Finn Balor, we all know that he's long overdue for a decent single title run. So that's possible. But Dom, the son of one of the greatest of all time, Dirty Dom himself, Dom and Nick Mysterio. Come on, man. You already know that he is not only the underdog in this match, but he has the most to gain out of all this. Braun Breaker, Penta, Finn Balor, they'll all be fine. But Dom, I can see him taking advantage of Finn Balor wanting to get his shot, Penta having his title shot, Braun Breaker continue to be a champ. Dom, he's just going to come in there, sneak the win. It's a fatal four-way. Braun don't even have to be pinned. Dominic is where my money's going, easily. Go ahead, man. Where'd that parlay saying?
My mouth would not let me say Rey Mysterio's son's gonna win this, even though in the back of my mind I see it happening. So I have to go with the favorite. I'm sorry, that's just my pride talking. Braun Breaker is retaining his title because he's just that much dominant, and he is the favorite of this match by 300, in my opinion. It's like he's just untouchable against everybody else. It's like Braun Breaker's first, then Finn Balor, then Penta, then Rey Mysterio's son's dead last with like a plus 600 odds of winning this match.
I'm taking those odds.
Hey, you put $100 down, you're gonna get yourself a smooth 650.
I'm taking that shit. Damn.
All right, next up we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, tell me why Jade Cargill's gonna win.
I'll tell you why Jade Cargill is going to win.
That's my pick.
Is a huge financial investment, not just in the women's division, but in the future of the WWE. With her being solely in tag team competition since she's been here, then been on the shelf due to an injury, she has not been able to capitalize on the financial investment that WWE made. So her losing at WrestleMania would just kill any potential momentum that she built at the Elimination Chamber. Now, with Naomi, we've had discussion on the show before, and I've normally been neutral with Naomi because I've always been indecisive. But this version of Naomi, I'm actually interested in. But just because I'm interested in it doesn't mean that she has to win. Naomi can go into this match, lose, and be fine. She'll be fine. Her character work will take her into the next feud just fine. But Jade cannot afford to lose this match. Clean, if it's by roll up, doesn't matter. She cannot afford to lose. So yes, my money is on Jade.
You know, I want to piggyback off what you said about Naomi because I'm feeling this new character change with Naomi. You know, whatever switch that flipped off, it went off perfectly at this point. Yeah, and it's working. But with that being said, I'm taking Jade Cargill. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Like Jade Cargill, she's the favorite right now at like 200 odds. And yeah, that's in my opinion. 200 odds, and Naomi's like she's not that big of an underdog. I'm gonna give her like a 125 underdog, but Jade Cargill is just like I said, that investment, that dominance, that beauty, all in one thing. You can't beat it.
You can't. No.
You can't beat it.
Yeah, gotta go with Jade.
Cool. Next, we have a tag team title match that is with the New Day and the Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
Now, with that, it's close. Just because who the New Day is, I would make them the favorites in this matchup because they're a well-renowned tag team and well-respected tag team, and the resume backs it up. So, with that being said, I'll probably say they're like a 145 favorite, and with the Viking Raiders, they're like probably like plus 125. But I'm not picking the New Day.
Really? You're not picking a New Day?
Nope.
Why aren't you picking a New Day?
I don't think it's it. Yeah, I'm not convinced yet. I'm not convinced. I don't think they're going to win the tag team titles right now or just yet. I don't know. Just it doesn't seem like it's their moment, honestly, for me personally right now.
I'm going with the New Day. The reason why I'm going with the New Day is because honestly, they had one of the biggest semi breakups, meaning kicking off from Big E, that we've had. The New Day's been together for what, 10 years or now plus 10 years, and they had to kick out Big E. And then for a good few weeks after that, it was like a very important talk. But then over time, they kind of not focused on the New Day that much, even though they've had great tag team matches over time. It's just been dwindling off. So I think two things. Number one, when them winning the world tag team titles, it'll finally bring, I don't know, focus back on the fact that, hey, it's just Kofi and Xavier in a New Day. And number two, no offense to the War Raiders because they've been doing great as tag team champions. It's just that, again, the tag team division is like, okay, well, it's there, whatever. The New Day can bring good wrestling and good eyes as far as storylines and you know, promos and things like that to the tag team picture. So I definitely see New Day winning.
Cool. We split on that one. New Day and Viking Raiders. I got Viking Raiders. All right, let's go over to the women's tag team championship with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. With that, who you got? I'm going with the Judgment Day women of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Yep, that's who I was going with. I was going with Liv and Raquel because I see a turn happening between Lyra and Bayley. Personally, I don't like it at WrestleMania where you hold the championship up saying that, okay, I'm coming after you. But I think that's what's going to happen. I think Bayley's going to turn on Lyra. Personally, I don't like I said, I don't like that to happen, but I see that happening. Thus, Liv and Raquel will be defending. So that's how I'm going with it.
I say I got Liv and Raquel too. I said with them being fair, they're probably favorites in this one because of their chemistry. This is a new tag team that I put together, so it's not really up to par with like wrestling matches together. So with that, Bayley and Lyra, they're like underdogs at plus 200, and I got Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez favorites at a whopping 325.
Dude.
Next up, we have the United States title match with LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu.
Oh man,
I think this is gonna be one of them ones at WrestleMania. This might be a good match. And with that, who do you have? I'm really conflicted and confused.
I will tell you mine, and hopefully that'll help yours.
All right.
I think at WrestleMania, LA Knight is walking away with the belt.
Okay.
Here's why. So if we paid attention to Friday Night SmackDown, Randy Orton, he was upset. You know, he hasn't had an opponent yet. Who came out? It was Solo.
Mm-hmm.
Solo came out, jumped him, and then who ran to the ring? It was L.A. Knight to help out Randy Orton, which led up to a tag team match. At WrestleMania, Solo and Jacob, they made it clear that, hey, they're not on the same page. So I see Solo coming in, costing the match for Jacob, as well as getting involved because L.A. Knight got involved in their business with Randy Orton. I feel Solo's going to get involved either by a DQ or LA Knight going to end up hitting the blunt force trauma, winning the belt. And then Jacob, he'll probably get the belt later on, but LA Knight's walking out of Mania with the belt.
I can see it. Like I said, I don't think they're gonna pull the trigger just yet. Like it's just not time because everything's fresh and new. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like you just and LA Knight just got the title back as well, and so I'm just like, that's why I was on the fence between LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. But like I said, Jacob Fatu is a dominant wrestler, so.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go with the champ on this one. The champ is like a slight favorite right here with this match. So I'm gonna say LA Knight's like a minus 125 favorite, and we got Jacob Fatu as a light underdog at plus 100 at the bare minimum. You can't go no lower than that.
No, you
Some
can't
odds might
go.
change the day of WrestleMania. It might be even, but we're gonna go with that one right now. Next up, we have the phenomenal AJ Styles against the Logan Paul. Now
Okay,
with this,
dude.
I'm going with Logan Paul.
Go with Logan.
Logan Paul. At the end of the day, money talks. Money talk. He probably got somewhere in this contract where he like, hey, I need a WrestleMania win. Like I said, he already had the United States title. Like it's just in the contract. I'm not going off for wrestling skills, wrestling ability, because we know AJ Styles to run and wrestle circles all around Logan Paul in real life. But when it comes to that prime contract advertising agreement, oh yeah, Logan Paul is coming out with this win, even though he is an underdog at plus 200 right now. But I'm going with Logan Paul.
Mm. I'm sorry. I'm indifferent. I can't go with Logan on this one. You're right. Money talks, and if he does win, it's because of that. But we also got to look at AJ Styles. AJ Styles is not going to be wrestling too much longer. He just not. In his interview with Chris Van Vliet, shout out to him, he clearly mentioned like, hey, he ain't got that much time left, but he's still doing the best that he can while he's still here. AJ Styles has not had any prominent win in years. I think the last time he had like a real legitimate victory was when him and Omos tagged up and won the Raw tag team titles. Other than that, every storyline, every reignition of the clique and everything, it just it's the Good Brothers. I'm sorry, it just hasn't been working. This could finally be AJ Styles' moment to get back into a winning seat. I don't see him becoming WWE champion again, but I definitely see him going somewhere near the world title run before he hang up his boots. And him losing to Logan Paul is just not going to help his career at this point. So I'm going AJ.
Are you sure about that?
I'm absolutely sure.
What is Logan Paul's record at WrestleMania?
Ain't he like 1-2 or 1-1? I don't know how many WrestleManias he had.
I don't know. I know one of WrestleManias he beat your favorite wrestler.
No, that was at SummerSlam.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Logan
Paul is 1-0-1. So,
1-0.
so technically, Logan Paul is undefeated at WrestleMania, and he gonna continue that streak at WrestleMania 41 in Vegas.
Whatever. I don't care. No, don't care.
All right, let's see. Next up, we have the Women's World Championship with Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. Now, I want to touch on something real quick.
Go ahead.
Why are we showing hate towards Bianca right now?
It is ridiculous the hate that Bianca has been receiving.
It started off out the country and carried back into the country. I'm like, what's going on? And I think it's just when you got too many favorable people in one match.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be the bad guy, unfortunately.
Yeah. It makes no sense. Bianca has not been wrong in this entire situation. Rhea has been wrong in this entire situation.
Right.
Won her shots clean. Elimination chamber. Cool. Then Rhea, she lost her belt because she got distracted by Bianca. Bianca didn't do nothing. She got frustrated at Bianca. Great. She lost that match. Then in Rhea's rematch, where Bianca, she was a fair referee, Rhea got upset at Bianca. And so it cost her the match. But Rhea still gets a match at Mania where Bianca just like, I just want my regular title match. How come she just comes right in? Like you said, Cinco, it's just the crowd favors Rhea. So Bianca does not deserve the hate that she's been receiving.
Do you think a heel turn's coming up for Bianca soon?
Hell, if I was Bianca, I would heel turn at this point. Hell.
Right.
Man.
Yeah,
So
but
I want Bianca to win.
of course, we know.
Of course I do. But unfortunately, I see Io defending at Mania because no one is focusing on her. Everyone keeps focusing on Bianca and booing her and Rhea, getting the title back. No one's eyes is focused on Io. Io, I think that she's going to come out and shock everyone, defend the belt, and go on about her merry way. So I'm putting my money on Io.
I got Io Sky too with the win as well, because basically everything you just said. But at the same time, in this triple threat match, Io Sky is the underdog.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Io Sky is the underdog, probably sitting at a plus 175, not too much because she still is the champion. But you have two heavy hitters in this match with Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. And it's like, how could you not bet against them? Like, how can you bet against them? Like, it's hard to do it. So that's why they're both favored at 185. So like, so it's like, yeah. So you have to put $185 down on them just to win $100 back. So that's what that is. But if you want to do the safe option and take these notes down and go to a sports book, put your money on Io Sky and get yourself some bread. That's all I gotta say. So moving on from there, now we have another triple threat match, and that is the main event of night one. I'm not going to go on too much about it because you know how I feel about CM Punk. But like that, it's CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins versus the OTC of Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, let's get out the way. Roman Reigns is favored by minus 500. This is a given. He's him. So move on from that one. So with that being said, who do you think is going to win this triple threat match? Matter of fact, take it back. Who do you think is going to get pinned? Who do you think is going to get pinned?
I think CM Punk is going to get pinned.
I think it's going to be Seth Rollins.
No,
yes.
My money is on Seth Rollins.
My money on Roman Reigns.
All right. Well, other than the fact that he's clearly the favorite by what you mentioned, 500, but why else do you think Roman's going to win?
Because it's like how they've been like producing Roman Reigns over the years and everything, and like how he's just been like on this dominant streak, then and finally lost his WrestleMania match. I don't think he's gonna lose back-to-back main event WrestleMania matches. Like I just don't think it's in his favor. Like that one last year, okay, that's it. After that, it's like he's going back on his tear because he's a part-time wrestler now because of his stats and everything. So he has to come in and win. But like I said, if he loses, like he's not going to be the person getting pinned. Obviously, he's out the question of somebody getting pinned. It's like I said, it's either CM Punk or Seth Rollins. That's why I'm saying I'm going with Seth Rollins.
Man, I know that. I get it, especially since Roman Reigns is honestly their highest grossing superstar they got right now. And yeah, he did lose probably the biggest match of his career last year. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, my reasoning is kind of similar to the Bianca Belair triple threat match, where everyone keeps talking about Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, or Roman Reigns and CM Punk, or CM Punk and Paul Heyman. Seth Rollins has been viewed as an afterthought at this point. Yeah, Seth Rollins, he got his problems with CM Punk. Yeah, CM Punk, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns got a decade-long feud with each other. But no one cares. Everyone just cares about, Paul Heyman's going to be in CM Punk's corner. Seth Rollins, I feel, is going to shock everyone and come out and grab that victory. While Roman Reigns, CM Punk, hell, Paul Heyman involved too. There's going to be something that happens in the match where they're going to be so fixated on each other where Roman Reigns is going to do something off or Paul Heyman is going to do something off where Seth Rollins is going to come in on CM Punk with the curb stomp and take the victory. So I see Seth Rollins shocking everyone, just like how he shocked everyone 10 years ago at WrestleMania 31, where he came in Money in the Bank and he won WWE Championship for the first time. I feel it's going to be a similar repeat 10 years later at 41.
Hey, that's a solid pick right there.
Yeah.
But never bet your money against the head of the table. I'm sorry. I'm going Roman Reigns still at the end of the day. Moving on from there, we have the WWE Women's Championship match with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Now, with this is probably the second heaviest favorite match because Charlotte Flair is a favorite by minus 450. Tiffany Stratton is the underdog as a champion at plus 375. So, with that being said, why do you think Charlotte Flair is going to win another title?
Oh my God, no, I do not think Charlotte Flair.
You think Tiffany Stratton is going to walk up in here on WrestleMania in Vegas and defeat the Charlotte Flair?
Absolutely.
How?
Absolutely. Charlotte Flair ain't the same Charlotte Flair that she was over all these years ago.
How?
Charlotte Flair, she lost her momentum when she lost clean to Rhea Ripley, which, mind you, was probably one of the best female women's wrestling matches we had in our generation. But Charlotte Flair is not there. Tiffany Stratton is literally the future. Now, could Tiffany Stratton lose the match and still be fine afterwards? Sure. But if Charlotte wins the belt, what's next? There's nothing else to look forward to other than her losing the belt. At least with Tiffany Stratton, you can look forward to new feuds, new opportunities, new growth. The fact that she beat the Queen Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania is going to keep setting her off. Charlotte Flair does not need the victory. And if she needs the victory, that means her entire career is not based on who she is, it's not based on her in-ring, it's not based on a promo, it's just based on her trying to match her father in championship wins. And that's, no one cares. No one cares. No, Charlotte is not winning. Now, will Charlotte win the championship again eventually? Sure, fine. But no, my money is on Tiffany finally defending and showing up on Charlotte. Yeah.
Yes, wow, because Tiffany Stratton is going to have the match of her life and put on a show to make this convincing as hell. And with that, I do not see that happening. So with that, I am going with Charlotte Flair winning another title at WrestleMania and everybody booing the hell out of her and me standing up cheering in awe. Unless this is on night one, I will be at a bar watching this while eating some wings and drinking a Corona and just chilling. But other than that, I'm going with Charlotte Flair.
With Charlotte Flair.
Now we get into the men's main event title match. Well, not main event because one of them is not a main event, and that is with, ironically, somebody got the word main event in their nickname. So I'm kind of confused. Then you got the chain song with these taglines and nicknames. We have Jey Uso against Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now Gunther with this, he's a favorite by minus 250, and Jey Uso is an underdog by plus 175. So with that,
my choice is still the same.
You going Jey Uso?
I'm still going Jey Uso.
I mean, I see it, and like the thing about it, I'm not mad at it because this is something that we have been looking for a long, long time. And the thing about it is for WWE to push somebody new into a world title picture. Like that was the whole thing we've been looking for in Royal Rumbles. Because in the past Royal Rumble, it's always been a former champion, a legend that has gone and came back, or just somebody just at the upper tier. And just seeing Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble caught me off guard. Because like I thought it was just gonna be John Cena.
Yeah, easy.
It just made sense to me. But like Jey Uso went, like, oh my God, like they really did somebody new, somebody we hadn't expected. It was like last time we had something like that was Shinsuke Nakamura win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Literally. That was the last time. And like this one was like Jey Uso went, like, I can see it because his fan base, he producing a lot of money with merchandise sales. And he in tune with the crowd with his heat. So so with that, I can't go against them because I really feel like they're gonna put their title on. It's gonna catch me off guard.
Yeah.
But hey, go ahead, get your bread, get this title, and have yourself a nice little 7-month title run.
That's right.
Yeah. So I'm going with Jey Uso.
Gotta go with Jey. Now don't forget, Jey, he's still gonna get dog walked. Don't
Oh yeah.
He's going to get work. But he's going to do a roll-up or something where he's going to snatch that title where Gunther can still look strong, but Jey Uso finally walks away with the world title. So, yep, my money is still on Jey Uso.
Yeah, just don't do a brain bust on the top turnbuckle, please. That scared me when I saw that live with Gunther against Sami Zayn. All right, last but not least, we have, I don't know why he called the Undisputed title, but the WWE Undisputed Championship against Cody Rhodes, John Cena.
Yes.
John Cena's the favorite.
Yes.
That's just a given. I'm gonna give him like a. He's been on a losing streak lately, but he is a 16-time champion. But Cody Rhodes also beat Roman Reigns, and so you got that underneath your belt. So with that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Cody Rhodes is an underdog at like plus 130. It's a slight underdog. It's like that much, plus 130. We're gonna say John Cena's a favorite at minus 150. But with that, who do you think is going to win the undisputed title? Because let me say my answer right now for you answer.
Go ahead.
I'm picking Jonathan Cena.
Not Jonathan.
I am picking John Cena. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna flip out. I'll be like,
What the hell? Not a referee.
I'm all stressed, like, oh my God, he won.
Nah, man.
Yes, I'm picking John. I can't go against that. Like I said, it's my favorite. I saw him win his 16th title in person at the Royal Rumble against AJ Styles. So getting to witness him win the 17th title in person, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let it happen, Lord. Let it happen. Please let John Cena win. But who you got? And do not say Cody Rhodes.
I'm not. Don't worry about it. I'm not saying Cody Rhodes.
Thank you.
I am definitely also saying John Cena. Okay. Here's the thing with Mr. Cena. Yes, him turning heel shocked everyone. The fact that he did it during his retirement tour, yes, that was a big talk in the wrestling community for weeks. However, if Cena loses, the rest of his retirement tour as a heel won't really mean much. They will mean so much more to his heel retirement run if he does so with the championship belt. Plus, he can be a part timer. You know, he's always dogged wrestlers who are part timers. You know, coming back and be a wrestler. He can be that person now because he's the champion. It's a retirement tour. He can do what he wants to. Cody Rhodes, he don't need to hold the belt like Roman Reigns. Heck, no one needs to hold the belt like Roman Reigns did. Cody, he had one good year, great. Cody will be just fine afterwards. Hell, he can win the belt later on back. Hell, after in December when John Cena's done, either someone else can take it off or Cody can win it back. That's fine. Cody will be fine. But in order for this retirement tour to really have the emphasis that it needs, not only does John Cena needs to win, but he needs to hold the belt the entire time. So yes, I'm giving it to Cena.
I don't give a damn about Cody Rhodes. So everything you said about him was irrelevant. But like you said, go ahead, John Cena, get that title, baby. And with that, I believe that is every match that we have said on the card. There's our predictions. You know, get those bets in, lock them in. Hopefully, the sports book open this up on their live betting network and the tables, and y'all can profit off of WrestleMania. Because I'm gonna give y'all a little insight on this. Sports betting is good.
Sports betting is good.
So, you can make a profit if you do the right picks. That's all I'm gonna say. You can also lose a lot of money, but still.
Hunter's going to be pulling swerves last minute.
Hey, I know that's going to piss me off. I'm like, the sportsman's going to call him like, hey, Triple H, about 10 million people betting on John Cena to win. We need you to pull something so we can not lose money.
Boy, shoot.
They put Rose wins the end.
All right, dude.
Oh, man. All right, so that's, oh, yeah. One more thing. I did say I was going to talk to y'all about different places to go in Vegas, with me being a Vegas connoisseur, a Vegas resident, a Vegas entity in my own world. But with that being said, I'm going to let y'all know a little something real quick. If this is your first time going to the Las Vegas, do whatever you want. That's just my 2 cents for it. If this is your first time going to Vegas, do whatever you want. Go to all the attractions that you found on the internet, online, whatever that you heard of. Visit all like the little cutesy tourist places on the strip. Do what you want, because it's so much that's out there, and like I don't want to take that experience away from y'all to just give my 2 cents of what I think Vegas is to me. Because I mean, Vegas is a lot of things to me. And honestly, for me per se, I don't really be on the strip like that much, because I did it already and I lived that, and shoot, works out there too. So like, other than that, it's like boom. So do whatever you want, explore, venture out, have fun, enjoy, have a good time, and make sure y'all bring some money.
Yeah.
Because as y'all see how much these WrestleMania tickets cost, just think what the prices are going to be on the strip for all the things you want to do. I'm gonna let y'all know this now. If you buy a cheeseburger on the strip, that's gonna cost you $15 with no fries, no drink. So make sure y'all bring some money. If I could emphasize that even more, bring some money. or if you got a little kitchen there in your hotel, go grocery shopping. Buy yourself a loaf of bread and some lunch meat. Make a sandwich. I will not lie to you. Prices up there. Price out here is a little bit. It's hefty. It's like that. But with that being said, if this is you've been to Vegas more than once, and there's like other things you want to do, like around the strip or off the strip, just let me know. I'll help you out. You know what? I'll put out some stuff right before WrestleMania week. So probably like on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll make a generated list and just post it on social media so y'all can see it. Because I could just go on for days and days just naming spots for y'all, but that's gonna take too long. That's a whole nother episode that I don't have time for.
Right.
So it is what it is. But until then, that's all we have for episode 95. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And like I said, there would not be a KTR without y'all, the wrestling community. We appreciate y'all. Until then, what about to say? Oh, yeah. This is a favor. Follow us on all social media platforms, KTR_podcast, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, No Rules Podcast, Facebook, YouTube, No Rules Podcast on all podcast platforms. Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, everything. And don't forget to get that merch at ProWrestlingTees.com/KTR Podcast. Let's go. Let's get off this show. This is episode 95, No Roast Podcast, #KTR, WrestleMania season, WrestleMania week, and we are out.
And what should they do? Our Vegas connoisseur, Cinco.
Save your money and pump them numbers, baby.
One day.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Make sure y'all check out WrestleMania After Dark at Club Live Las Vegas at Fontainebleau. Thank you.
That don't compute in my mind. I must be out of mind. Black fist high, rally up before we out of time.